Hello friends, and welcome once again to the video ministry of Torn Curtain Tabernacle. I'm Pastor Randy. Our subject today, you hear a lot this time of year as we get into autumn and as the weather starts getting colder and the leaves start to change. It's harvest time. And there's a lot of sermons around talking about seed time and harvest and abundant harvest from what you plant. And well, we're getting into that a little bit, but we've got a little bit of a, as we usually do, we've got a little bit of a twist on it. Our Bible verse we're using is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, lines 1 and 2. And it's very familiar. It is, "To everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck what is planted." Well, that's all well and good, but what we want to concentrate on today is that there is a time and a time to each season. And when you talk about sowing and reaping, there's a lot of things you can sow. You can sow a good word, you can sow money. Whatever you sow, you expect to harvest from. But the importance I get out of this is that you have to sow in season. And I've got a great example for this. You see, earlier in the year, we had some sweet potatoes we're getting ready to cook up, and well, they were sitting in the house a little bit too long, and it started sprouting. And you know, I'd never seen a sweet potato plant growing, so decided to plant it. We put it in the yard, watered it, and watched it, and it was a great looking plant as it sat in a couple of corners in the yard, and we just had a good time watching it. And then came time for harvest. As you see, we got a basket full of fruit. We got a nice little bunch of sweet potatoes. Problem was, we did not plant in season. So our abundance was a little on the small side. As you see, this basket is not quite what you'd really want at market time. Now, you see, when I saw the sprouts and planted them, we were well into June. It was way past season. But I wanted to see how they looked, and I did it anyway, and I was wondering what kind of harvest I'd get. When I got this harvest, I was thinking about it, and God really told me, season is important. When God gives you something to do, when He gives you a seed to plant, you need to plant it in season. Now you could wait, but I guarantee your abundance won't quite be there, because again, it won't be in season. And again, as I read, "To everything there is a season. To everything you sow, to everything you do, to every project you undertake, there is a season to start, and God will tell you when to start on time." Please listen to Him. Because, as you see, we were blessed. We had a harvest, but not quite the harvest we expected. And if you want the harvest, you've got to plant on time. This is Pastor Randy with Torn Curtain Tabernacle saying thank you and be blessed.